journey of discovery. I'm finding you, finding me. Now that I have someone special.
Welcome to How I Met Your Aunty. We're so excited. This is our first episode. A long time coming, but we're here.
We are here, definitely. My name is 𝐖𝐞𝐽𝐝.
And my name is Robin.
And this is a new journey for us. It's been a long time coming. Maybe 8 years in the making of this friendship of 10 years. So we're going to talk about the good, the bad, the funny, all of our experiences, and this how we came back together as friends. This is a different angle that what our listeners will see differently from other podcasts where we have had these pivotal moments in our friendship. We have had bad times in our friendship. We're coming back together as friends, and we're talking about, boundaries and what we did wrong and how can we change that. So just growth within the friendship, and just learning from those mistakes.
Yes, I would say it's a big lesson in resilience. I would definitely use that term for our friendship.
Yes.
It's taught us a lot. We've had a lot of growth. Like she said, we were away from each other, came back, but we always wanted to do a podcast.
Yes.
Like I said, it's been years in the making, but we figured if not now, when? We could have done it back then. We have to start at some point. So we're excited to be here today. Like we said, we've been friends for about 10 years. And we want to let you guys know a little bit about us. So do you want to start, Rico? I just threw that on her.
Right. Okay. Like I said, my name is 𝐖𝐞𝐽𝐝. TT Meek. 34 years old. Lived on the south side of Chicago. What else about me? Career driven. We actually met in a organization 10 years ago. So that's where it all began. But yeah, that's right now, right? I have my dog Buddy. He'll be walking in and throughout the shots.
Our first guest is Buddy Boy.
Yes. So that's different too. You'll see Buddy. He's a part of the crew and everything. So yeah.
And again, I'm Robin. I'm born in Chicago, but I was raised in the Bay Area, California Bay Area. Moved back here, and then we met through our organization in college. Right now, I am a newlywed. Been married a year and a half, so new. Trying to figure out a new career path. I'm kind of doing some entrepreneurship things and just kind of figure out what I want to do. I am 34. Right? Yeah.
34.
I'm like, am I 30? What am I? After 30, I don't even want to count. I'm 30-something years old, and here I am. We're starting this.
And it's crazy, too. Like, we're literally a month apart. We're born on the 18th. So so that's something we have
Scorpio, if you must know.
Okay, Scorpio.
You don't expose, but yes. We're both a month apart.
Yes.
Which is crazy.
Yes. Okay.
So I guess we kind of already went into our inspiration, just kind of wanting to have a different view on friendships. I know a lot of times it's like once you fall out with a friend, it's like that's it and you never speak with them again. And we kind of wanted to show what happens when we do try again.
Right.
What can happen. It's not always linear. There's ups and downs with it. So kind of diving into that throughout this podcast in different ways, showing our personal experiences. And then we also like to hear from any viewers. We would hope to build some type of community here.
Yes, definitely.
Also excited about that.
Definitely. I think we could just talk about how we first met, but our first impressions of each other. Like we said, we met in the organization back in college.
I don't remember.
2014. And I think my first impressions, I'm like, oh, this is a pretty girl. A pretty girl. We weren't friends just right away. We went through a process within this organization and everything. I really never had any issues or anything, but we just didn't connect right away.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just thought like she seemed like a fun girl, pretty girl. I would like to get to know her. And I think after a while, you know, being in this organization, being in this group, we started connecting.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Like, I'm the friend that never remembers anything. So I'm like, I'm trying to remember when. I do remember within the org, she was like very organized and detailed and kind of like stepped into more, I don't want to say like a leader role because we're supposed to be all one. But like, I remember, oh, she has her stuff together kind of thing. Like, we would call them, maybe ask 𝐞𝐞𝐽𝐝. 𝐞𝐞𝐽𝐝 knows or something like that. I remember be like, hey, 𝐞𝐞𝐽𝐝 knows. We'll ask her or something. So I do remember that. And then we kind of, we didn't get real close from the beginning.
Right.
I think within trying to do different things, do programs or community service, things like that, because she was so organized, we always gravitated and I gravitated to her. And then we kind of built a bond on that because we were both trying to get things done.
Exactly.
And people might have not been trying to get things done the right way. And I'm like, girl, well, we gonna have to figure this out together then. Like, and get it together.
Yes.
So it kind of started that way.
Right. And I think like I got my BA in radio broadcasting. She got hers in integrated marketing. So we both had like this marketing background too. So like she said, with the communications, the community service, the marketing stuff, we gravitated to each other because we were the ones trying to handle business, take care of business, and everything. Not saying other people weren't, but we were the ones that have to get stuff done. So that's what it was. But that's the beginning. That's how it all started.
And then we start having fun. Like, you know, when you hang out with a bunch of then y'all start going out to eat and going to the bars and talking about the guys or whatever. And then it started developing more of a friendship outside of just like, we got to be in this org.
Right. We started having sleepovers and everything. Yeah, we started, because within this organization, it's like you're forced to be around people almost every day. So that's how you started building the connection, building the bond and everything. And I feel like that did solidify the friendship.
Yeah, I think we were just always together, and then she's very easy to talk to and like understanding. So we'd all be venting to each other or being over, and then we just started being friends, and then we moved in together.
Woo, baby, yes, we moved in together. I think that really solidified it when we moved in together. And that was 2016 we moved in together.
Yeah.
Looking for apartments. I was
looking for apartments. Right, looking for a journey on
that was a whole another journey. We were 20, probably 25, 26. Moved back home to like our parents' house or whatever after college and everything, trying to figure out our career goals and life and everything. Then same old boyfriends and the same old problems and everything. And then we decided like, let's move in together. Yeah. So we did that. It was a whole search and journey looking for an apartment. We moved to Oak Forest, Illinois.
And we lied a lot.
Yes.
Glad we had to look, if you know anything about Chicago or any city, how rent prices are when you're first getting out of college, your rent, trying to figure out how you're going to make it work, your credit, you might not have the background they need and all that. Like I said, she was the one who we got to figure it out. She was going to get together, and we figured it out we figured out we had so many businesses. Oh yeah, we have 5 businesses. 5 businesses, 20 different incomes.
Okay.
Look, if you needed it, we're going to figure out how to put it on paper that we had. Back then, I know it's different now.
Right, it's different now. But
allegedly, we did that.
We just had to do what we had to do to get our place and everything. I think the first night, I think we had like a sleeping mattress or a blow-up bed or something?
Didn't have nothing. Didn't have nothing for a little bit. Then to get it together.
Had my mom's old couch and everything. And yeah, so look, we were like, we gonna struggle and do this thing together.
We just wanted, that independence. We were women now. We want to be on our own.
Right, grown women, independent, But yeah, no, we were excited to be roommates. So that's how our journey came to be. That was the very beginning. But yeah.
So, do we have any recent stories? Anything new in your life that you want to share with me and anyone watching?
Oh yeah. I'm trying to think. New for me right now, last year, 2024, I was mainly focused on getting my career restarted, going into a whole new lane. So I was able to solidify that and then getting my new place. So those are like my main goals. Right now, I'm trying to date.
Oh, yes.
So now this is a whole new lane, trying to make that a priority right now. So I'll take you on that journey. Just been on a few dates this year. And we're just gonna leave it there for now. We'll get into all the details later. But I think right now I think I'm great when it comes to the career. Have my place, and I think the dating aspect of it all, that's what's gonna be new for me right now. And I think just when it comes to like priorities, when it comes to holding boundaries, even getting to know myself, I need to get to know myself. And make sure I'm good when it comes to, with your mental health and everything.
Mental health.
And prioritizing yourself first before even jumping into a relationship. So I think that's key for me right now.
Yeah, that's very true, because you have to be together. As we always say, how the men, they don't have it together, something wrong, but sometimes you need to get yourself together a little bit.
You got to get yourself together.
Like, a little bit too.
I can't ask for X, Y, and Z from a man if I don't have it myself. I always have been the type of person, let me get it myself and everything. Let me make sure I know what I'm doing. And I can't expect a man to have all these things if I don't have it for myself. So
yeah. That with friendships too?
Yeah,
it goes for all relationships.
It goes for all relationships. It goes for our friendship and everything too. We have to work on ourselves to even have a better relationship with each other. So I think this is what this journey is. We're still learning. We're still growing. We're still building our friendship. We're still trying to come together. And I think just this podcast is growing us and bringing us back together too. So
I don't think I have some new, in my career, I'm still trying to figure things out. I am employed. I do have a career, but I'm kind of leaning towards something different.
Yeah.
It kind of started with me like out of college, went into a nonprofit field somewhere I never thought I would be. It was not where I was planning on going, kind of fell into that and thought I was going to hop out within a year or two. And it's been about 6-7 years and I'm still in it. But, God has me there for a reason. So we're going to figure it out. But I'm jumping into launching my own, I was going to say small event, but I shouldn't say small.
No,
but I'm going to start small, baby steps. Baby steps. My own little event company. We're doing this podcast, event rentals, just kind of diving into that world. After planning my wedding, I kind of got more obsessed with events. I actually enjoyed it. So I kind of want to see what that is like. I've planned little parties here and there for people. So just want to get more involved in that. So I'm taking that step 2025.
Yeah.
And then possibly other steps. other steps after that. But that's the main thing right now.
Yes. No, I'm excited.
Trying to find a new path. Yes. Maybe we can have our own little launch party or something.
Yes, definitely. And I think like just for the both of us, we're really into like planning events. We're very organized. We talked about that when we were in this organization, planning events and everything, trips and everything. We're really into planning the trips and everything. We're the main people doing all the event planning and everything. I think that's like our niche or something. I don't know what to call it, but that's just something like we really do great and everything. So it's just not like, oh, here's the trip, here's your hotel. It's like an experience.
Oh,
it's
a whole itinerary,
it's a whole
PDF.
Yes, it's an entire experience that we like to plan if we're doing trips or if we doing like, parties and events and things like that. So that's what we're really into. So yeah, definitely.
Be nice. Okay, let's see. We have a real talk about how our friendship evolves as adults. So yeah, friendship has definitely changed from our college years till now. And we had to figure out kind of how to navigate this new era that we're in and how to still be friends, because you can't do all the same things you used to do that you were in college, or even after a little bit after college.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't just college, but your early 20s, late 20s.
Late 20s.
You can't do everything the same.
Right. I mean, it's different. Like back in the day, like you said, we were in our early 20s, college years, even living together. We didn't really have boundaries when it came to our friendship.
Mm-hmm.
And I think now in our 30s, we have grown to these women or whatever. Like you're married now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the process of dating and everything. But
in the process, he's dating.
Okay. And the dynamic has changed and everything. She is a married woman. So things are going to be different. Things are going to look different and everything. So when it comes to those boundaries or friendships and how things maneuver and change, it will look different. I think we're just trying to go through that process of change. I think that's what it is change.
Yeah, it's a lot of, I won't say a lot of changes. And I think they kind of just happened, I guess, intuitively. It was kind of like we both kind of knew and we just went in the flow. It wasn't like, well, we really didn't have like a discussion where we sat down and was, and I kind of think it came through trial and error. It was like if you brought up something or did something and it didn't, you could tell the other person was kind of setting a boundary, then you knew to back off. And I think we're at least good about that. We can kind of feel the vibes and know, okay, we're not going to keep going in that direction if they're not comfortable. So it was a lot of that.
Definitely, like back in the day, we'll have an argument, we'll yell at each other and things like that. Now it's like, okay, we haven't talked much. Let's call or let's go out to eat. Let's try to resolve it. Let's see if there's still a friendship there, and let's see if we can work on it. So where now, no, what do we have to yell about? There's nothing for us to yell about. It's just if we're going to be friends or not. And I think that's what I like about this friendship now. We're going to still have disagreements. I mean, that's just what friendship is. We're still evolving. We're still trying to grow within ourselves. So we'll have disagreements, but let's work it out. Let's talk about it and let's do it in a more mature way.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, well, right now we really haven't had any challenges recently, but we are open to, like, if things come up within our friendship, as long as we can share, we are open to either sharing our solutions or kind of talking about what happened, because those are the things that we want to discuss in this podcast, different challenges that friends face, and even the good things. They don't all have to be negative.
Yeah, no, we have our funny moments because me and Robin, we can just chill all day, sit on the couch, and we don't have to do anything.
That's one thing different now, because it would be the friend that you come over and they pack a little bag and they're there for 2 weeks at your house, either or.
That's different.
That is different now, because if you came over, I'm just come over Saturday with either me or her, depending on which house we were at. But it would be like, you probably ain't gonna leave till the next Friday or the next Saturday.
You just pack your bag and you might as well come over, and we just it's just a whole week or two we're in each other's house watching. And like I said,
they doing nothing. It's not like we're doing
we're not doing anything. We're just on the couch watching and we love scary movies. That's our thing or whatever. Like, I mean, we can watch other things, but like
Scary movies and resumes.
Yes.
Because if we got if it's a job coming up,
we get it together.
The one I'm calling.
Yes.
And we're going to do some mock interviews.
Okay.
Build a new resume. It's going to be a whole 4 day of getting this damn job.
Okay.
Excuse me, but we're going to figure it out.
We're going to figure it out. Somebody getting a job, okay? Somebody getting a job. But yes, we are into horror, scary movie, action movies. Like, that's our thing. That's what we do. But yeah, like I said, we'll be on this couch and we'll watch TV all day. And we really don't, not saying we go out and everything, but like times like that, it's just like, we're just laid out. We don't have to do anything. We'll order some food, get our wine together, order some food, and just relax. So I think that's like this vibe and how this vibe we have right now.
Because this is kind of how we're used to, just on the couch.
Yeah, on the couch and everything, chilling, talking, and catching up and everything. And yeah, like you said, it's a difference now. She's married, so it's definitely different. So not saying we can't come into each other's house, but it's not going to be.
Oh yeah, we still can come. It's not there, but you're not there a whole week. You're like, she doing all right?
Like she help me
coming downstairs.
What's going on with her? So that is definitely a difference. Let me look. I'm going to look at my phone and we could just have quick conversations, asking each other questions and things like that.
Yes, we would like to have a question segment within this podcast. And then later on, you know, when we build our community, we definitely would like questions from you all, and then we'll answer them, kind of have a back and forth. So there's a lot more to come. It's episode 1.
Yes. What is a funny or memorable moment from our friendship?
Ew, funny or memorable moment. Oh, there's how many stuff that we can share. I'm trying to think of a funny.
Okay, a funny moment I can say is during the pandemic. It was our birthday. We're a month apart on the 18th.
Oh yeah.
And we decided to sneak off to Mexico to celebrate our dirty 30.
This was during. You said it was during COVID, right?
COVID.
And we have mothers that
they don't play them games. And we grown, we 30, but they don't play them games. So yeah, we we took a trip to Mexico. We got a casita, our own little house and everything. Mm-hmm. So that was fun. That was fun, funny, memorable trip that we had and everything. So I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, that was a fun time. We didn't tell them where we was going. Right. We even had shirts that said, "Please don't tell our moms."
Right.
On the back that we're here. And then we end up just like how she would come over, if I would come over, and it would be there, and it end up being there the whole week. We stayed in Mexico longer than we were.
Right. We said, you know what? Listen.
While we out here, I'm messaging my boss. Can I have another day off? I need another. Felt like we didn't do enough. Like we just gonna stay another day.
Right. Let's stay another day or so. So yeah. So I mean, that's just what we do. So
yeah, that was a fun. That was a fun trip.
Yeah. I mean, we've had a whole bunch of funny experiences. I'm just trying
at this point, like trying to remember something. Right. It'll come to us.
It will come to us just throughout the podcast and this journey that we're having. You'll see. Let me see. What other questions do we have? We talked about what solidified our friendship, moving in together.
I wouldn't say we haven't been friends, but we have had parts of our. Well, we were partners. Right?
No.
I think that one time that we really weren't friends. Another time we weren't speaking.
We weren't speaking.
But we're gonna dive into that in another episode. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
If you like to be nosy, you can be nosy, but you have to stay tuned to the next episode.
Yeah, because we gonna dive deep into. We gonna talk about uncomfortable things. Like, I mean, that's what we're here for.
But yeah, I had already said resilience. And then I know we talked about if we had met each other when we were younger, what would be the difference, or if there would be any differences or any changes. But I don't know if it really would be. I think it would just be more of the same.
Yeah, I feel like it's more because we met each other when we were like 23 or something. Right. So it was like we were still in college. We were still kids.
Yeah.
So if there was a difference of us being in high school, and I don't think there will be too much of a difference.
Or it would either be that we wouldn't be still friends. Because I know sometimes when you transition so many times from high school, college, adulthood, you might not make it.
That's true.
Some of us are fortunate to still have those kind of friends, but sometimes things change. So maybe that would have been the difference.
That's true. We all we grow, we learn and everything. So I think that's true too. Like, I think I've learned like people you've had all these years with a friendship, that does not mean that they come with you to the next season. I've learned that from experiences. I mean, I think with this, we want to be friends. We want to be friends.
I think that is the big. I think that is the major thing that keeps, and that's one thing that's different from like we talked about before. When you fall out kind of with somebody, you never talk. You don't want to be friends.
Right, you don't want to be friends. Because some people you can just like cut off. Like, I'm done. Like, there's no conversation. There's nothing else to talk about. But for some reason, with this person right here, like,
my nerves.
Right, like it's like I'm so mad. I don't want to talk to her anymore or anything like that. But for some reason, when I start having dreams, like, why is this girl in my dream?
I'm in a dream.
Right, been in dream. Like, why is she in my? What does that mean? So I'm looking like, okay, I feel like I am missing this person. I'm missing.
But it's always miscommunication. It's never been a thing with our friendship that we've fallen out over something like crazy. It's always started from like miscommunication. or some kind of miscommunication or some kind of conflict. But it's never been
like over somebody mad. Right. Nobody's jealous. Nobody not like it's look. it ain't been. It just never been.
And it won't be.
Right.
No.
It's just never been any of that stuff or whatever. Like, that's what I'm like, look, it's never been any of that stuff or whatever. So
I did drink my smoothie one time, and that was
goodness. And we'll talk about
we fell out of that was roommate.
Right, that's roommate.
And I do remember that. I don't remember nothing.
Right.
But I remember that damn smoothie.
The
If
roommate
you had a roommate and someone's ate your food that you've been saving and you was thinking about all day, ooh, I had that smoothie. And this so
now, she told me she ate my piece before. I just ain't noticed, okay? But that's a whole nother story. So, we've had big things that has happened, and then we had little minor things. Like you say, I think it always stems from miscommunication, or we're texting and arguing over a text, which we could have just picked up the phone, because sometimes texts can come off completely different than how somebody meant it to come off or whatever. The tone.
Yeah,
I think it's the tone. I think that's like the issue and things like that. But yeah, I think now going into this new established friendship that we've been building for the last couple of years, we're just gonna have to pick up the phone. We're gonna have to pick up the phone. I mean, we doing a podcast together, so we're gonna have to talk.
I definitely have to talk.
We're gonna have to talk. Okay, so yeah. Okay.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. I know like a movie, you know, it might start out a little slow, but stick with us. This is episode 1, and we have a lot of things planned for this podcast.
Yes.
And even for like building a community, like we said, we would like that to develop throughout the episodes. You know, it takes time, obviously. Even if you just play it in the background while you're driving, while you're getting ready, something.
Yes.
But we're excited, and we have a lot more to come.
Definitely a lot more to come. Just please follow, subscribe to How I Met Your Auntie podcast. We are the aunties. We are in our 30s. We are here. We're excited to bring you on our journey as to the evolution of our friendship. This is just something different. This is something new and refreshing. So thank you, and join us for the first episode of How I Met Your Auntie.
Yes. See you next time.
Bye.